Good day, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and I am excited for this video because an hour ago, almost exactly an hour ago, they finally released Terraria Journey's End, one of the final biggest updates they've done. Well, maybe not one of the biggest, but the newest major update. And along with that, the thing that I've been using to play the Calamity mod, which is this, the T-mod loader, is just a free DLC now, which is, right here. But, I've seen a lot of hype on this on the internet, and I mean, I've been waiting for this for a while. I've played this game for like 6 years. I really enjoy it, and now they're finally bringing it to a close with a really crisp looking update. So it looks like, because I mean, all of the devs and stuff are going to be working on so much more stuff. Like they put a ton of time and effort into this, and I'm really excited to try it out. But then they also now have to edit the wiki, and all of the big mod loaders have to work on getting this up to date, which is still not up yet. That's probably going to take a while. But what was pretty nice was that I didn't have to mess with any of my characters or worlds. So I just click on here and it takes me to exactly how I had my Calamity Insanity run. So that's pretty groovy that we can just continue that next week. But I I mean you can't pass up an opportunity like this. You gotta see this update. Okay, I've been waiting for months since they said they were releasing it, and now they've finally done it. I've seen tons of stuff all over the internet. I haven't, I mean, I've opened the game just to make sure everything works, but I haven't gone through anything. And I've forced myself to not look at almost anything online. All I know is that there's mini golf and two new modes, the master mode, which is even worse than expert mode, and journey mode. I don't know what to expect with that. But so anyways, um I'm done rambling and running my tongue off. Let's just get into the game. Okie dokie. Well, actually, this is not okie dokie. But that's quite annoying and very unfortunate that you won't get my genuine reaction to how nice everything is. But instead, I'll just show you what is in the update, which you might have already seen, probably, because almost everybody is talking about it in the past day. But, I don't know, I'll just kind of show what I've found in the update, and then I'll just at the end of the video talk about how I think this update went. So let's get into it. So one of the first things I noticed was the music change in my town where I spawned. And that's because when you have 3 or more NPCs in an area, that counts as a town. Also, NPCs have a happiness meter. Not really a meter, but they just tell you what they like. I mean, everybody hates being in a crowd, which makes sense. Lambda the Cyborg is just too bland for my tastes. I dislike associating with dull types. Perfectly reasonable. Morrow. Hey, look guys, we found Morrow. We found Morrow. I was not expecting to have Morrow the painter here. But look, what's Gnarder want? This crowding triggers bad memories of goblin war camps. Oh boy, PTSD. Nadab. Nadab. Dab, there we go, Dab. Dab the Dye Trader understands how fun it is to mix things together. I can respect that. I detect eerie vibes from Cyril the Clothier, as if they contain their dark secrets. I don't like that feeling. What, you gonna disrespect Chippy? Chippy Gaming, the Clothier? You're gonna disrespect Chippy like that? Also, they have new NPCs and a drum set. The drum set is amazing. I don't know why I enjoy the drum set so much. Yeah, that's about it, but it's fun. It's amazing. Just, you know, let me get it right. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, where is it? There you go. There you go. Badum-tush, get that in there. And yeah, here's one of the new NPCs. Here's the definitely not a furry whatsoever, Ellen. You really like animals. I tried to pet this weird looking fox one time. He so bit me and now I became like one. Rad. So yeah, I mean, the backstory checks out, because there's also the bestiary, which lets you look at everything you've killed, and it'll tell you all the different stats for it, which is pretty cool. Also, what the NPCs drop and where they like to live. Sadly, not who they like the neighbors to be. There's like an angry dandelion, apparently, and one of the worst threats of all, windy balloons. It's pretty scary. I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. It's quite terrifying. But you know, I already killed Moonlord, which I had recorded, but again, that was the stinky not okie dokie where it just screened my my freaking Steam thing. And what is that? The Meowmare minecart. Okay, that's one of the things I missed. A Meowmare minecart. And also Celebration Mark II. What happened to the first one? Where did the first one go? I'm kind of confused. But yeah, there's this. There's emotes, which is fun. So I'm gonna hit you with the golden ring. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the golden ring? Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Ellen, like... Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I mean, it says, the zoologist, resistant lycanthrope. Lycanthrope. I think it's lycanthrope. Lycanthropy. I know that, at least. That's what it's supposed to be. Her fox-like biology results from a cursed animal bite. Oh, there goes the drums. There goes the drums. Like, yeah, Relogic, totally not a furry at all. Yeah, I'm not dissing anybody who is, or anything else like that. Like, you can do what you want to do, but I would prefer not to be a furry in this game. Just saying. It's like the one thing I would rather. To have her not look like a furry. Everything else, I mean, she sells some interesting stuff. Like, you get the little Plantero boy, he's over here, he's grooving. You get kites, which, yeah, kites are a thing now, because wind is an actual effect, and there's a golden bunny. Amazing golden bunny. And yeah, I haven't tried this yet, but it sounds interesting. And that sounds weird. The squirrel hook, you just grapple right onto trees. And then this one is, if you want, you don't kill critters. So I could save the penguins. I can save the penguins now. Finally, my prayers have been answered. I can save the penguins. But look, it's windy, so there goes my crawltipede kite. And then there goes my blue kite. I have no idea where I got the blue kite, though. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere. And my basilisk decides to walk backwards for some reason. I guess so I can watch it. But it looks kind of weird that his tail is where the sparks come out of. So it's like his tail is the impenetrable shield here and not his iron-plated head. But whatever. And yeah, one of the things that the zoologist gives you is the deed, I guess you could say, the deed for a cat to come into your home. And so now I have Sekhmet the cat. Pet. I pet you for eternity. It looks like something happens, but I can't tell. You know what? I'm gonna close out I'm gonna just take that out so I can see what's going on, because, meow. Yes, you do pet him. I was going to say, I see something, but I can't see it because my stinking shield's in the way. And then you can pet off and on. But it's just, you know, you have the sudden, inexplicable urge to pet the cat, no matter where you are. Pet. You just teleport right to him. Pet. It's like, you must pet the cat. If you are talking to Sekhmet, you must pet the cat, no matter what. Boom. Pet the cat. See, even God Slayers sometimes need to take a break and pet their cat, or whatever he's doing. Luckily that's not just a tiny bit lower down. If that was, I would have several questions. But luckily, they got it right. I was going to say, because I know a lot of things can go wrong. Alrighty, Sekhmet, I'm done petting you. Because I know a lot of things can go wrong when you're updating a game and first it comes out. If one of the things was you make it look like you're doing something else other than petting your cat, uh-oh. That might be a bit of an issue. Sadly, I haven't figured out how to do the mini golf, but that looks very intriguing. Apparently there's also stone trees now, so that's new. And just everything else about the plant life, it just makes it so more crisp. Like when you walk past all the grass, I'm sorry, little bunny. Okay, maybe I should buy that book, because I kill a harmless little bunny rabbit and then I just start like crying internally. Past that, the grasses and the vines and all that, they actually move when you pass them and with the wind, and the trees blow in the wind and drop their leaves. And, you know, because I played the overhaul mod for a little bit, and that's what it made it look like a little bit. And so I thought, does it also make the tree, does this new update make the trees fall down like in the overhaul mod, like how a real tree should? No, it still just kind of breaks. But yeah, and then there's also, you know, like new enemies and new items and stuff besides the drumsticks and kites. They also buffed my solar flare armor and the stardust armor, which is pretty nice, because I mean, I thought solar flare was good on its own to begin with, but now it has even more defense. It has life regeneration, only by like 1 point though, but still 1 point of life regen extra. And the solar shield lasts better. The solar shield works slightly better than they had it before, is what I've gathered. But it also, the basilisk has a double jump. I don't know if I'm just dumb and I didn't realize that, or if that's actually new. But the title screen music is boppin', and this music is pretty nice, if I do say, which I do. They also updated the Hallow armor, so you get this little cape that goes with the armor, and it looks slightly different. And it looks better for this character, in my opinion, as for what I'm going for. Sadly, it disappears when you hop on a mount, but it's better than wings, I say. So there's that. And also another thing, they did something different with the food. Instead of only having just minor improvements to all stats, they changed that and gave things either minor, medium, or massive improvements. And sadly, nothing lasts longer than like 10 minutes anymore. But, so like, the simple things you would have, like, you know, cooked fish and all that, that would give you minor improvements still. Pumpkin pie and things better like that give you medium improvements. And when you cook golden creatures, they give you massive improvements. Which is an interesting, I don't know how much of an improvement it actually is, but I'm gonna say probably like 3 times better than a minor improvements. So it's even better, but it only lasts for 10 minutes, so you still gotta time it right like a potion. It can't just be a lingering buff like the pumpkin pie used to be. But I think that's pretty cool, that at least you can have an even better food now. But, oh yeah, there's also pylons. These things. I was so confused at first what they were. Apparently they're teleporters for each of the NPC towns where they like to live. So, forest, desert, at least I think. I haven't found them yet, that's why there's only one. But they have to be the NPCs have to be happy enough for you to be able to buy them. So I think there's one for forest, underground, desert, snow, hollow, jungle, and ocean. But you can only get one for each biome. So you can't have one at each ocean. So you have to choose wisely. Oh, and I hear the wind blowing. Also, the banners blow when you go past them. And it's funny. You just have a giant line of banners and then they just do that. Hold on, let me just wee. There they go. Hey. Yeah. But you know, Barney. Oh, I didn't realize your name was Barney. But Barney is happy. He doesn't love it because they'll give you slight hints about what they want. So, I like the scenery of the forest, which, you know, he's there. A good view attracts customers, which that part, I'm going to assume, means he wants one more person to be next to him. And then he'll love it, and I don't know if he's the one that sells me the forest pylon or not, but might be. So I would have to build another house here for him to love it and have the correct NPC next to him, is what I've gathered. There's also lots of other things like a stepping stool mount where you just step on a stool, you become the elevated one and no one can stand in your way. At least I think it's a mount. I'm not sure. But it's quite a interesting yet satisfying addition to the game. You just stand on a mount. Oh, there's the most horrifying creature we'll ever meet. So I'm just going to get to the point of finding Moonlord and killing him and showing you guys something that might be very, 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 very come on, I can't remember the word I was gonna say. I built up all of that very, 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 very for nothing. Alrighty. I'll probably remember it soon. But anyways, something that'll be very annoying to deal with Moonlord in like expert mode or something, or with the new master mode. I'll get to those later, but I'm just gonna get to the point where I fight Moonlord here, alrighty? Because it's pretty cool. And yeah, also with the with the Stardust armor, the Stardust Guardian actually does something. And any likeness you see in any form of anime character or anything to that nature of any recent pop culture history, that's complete speculation. No, that's totally not what they did. It's not even close, not at all. It's not at all what they were going for with this. Definitely not at all. Definitely not it. I mean, who would consider even, I mean, JoJo, I mean, come on, that looks totally nothing like it. I mean, come on. Completely unrelated. Alrighty, I'll at least show you the first pillar, just to see one of the things that I think is really cool that they added, finally. I know for a lot of mods, they've done this before, and Calamity Mod as well, where for bosses, they add a health bar. Like, a genuine actual health bar at the bottom. Well, they finally officially did it for this game, in this update, and it looks really nice. I mean, do you see that? That just, so crisp and clean. You know, it looks so nice. and there I go flying. They didn't change much else about the pillars, but for every boss now there's that health bar. And it's a little easier to see their health now, but also it just looks way nicer. It just looks... oh. I pulled another big shack on you guys. It just looks... oh. But especially with the pillars, you get that blue bar, which is the bar that tells you exactly how many more enemies you need to kill before the shield goes down. And then the red is the health bar of the pillar. Which, I mean, usually I just kind of slay everything until I notice the shield is down. So I've never really had to or cared to pay attention to how much of the shield is left. I usually just wait until, oh, it's down, okay. But, you know, now if I'm a little bit off screen and I can't see the pillar, then I can actually see precisely. My mind goes numb. It's quite unfortunate, but I can precisely see exactly how many I have left, which is nice at times, but I don't need it all the time. It's not like an essential thing. So I'm just gonna go through the rest of the pillars, and then I'll show Moon Lord. One of the nasty things they decided to do, because everybody does it. It's very helpful, but now they decided to. I mean, it makes more sense. It's more realistic, but sadly it doesn't work anymore, and it's quite unfortunate. Okay, this is the final this is the pillar. I was about to say portal. That would be incorrect. This is the final pillar, and it's gone. Let's go. And the impending doom approaches. That's what all of the wiki editors are feeling right now, and the update patchers. That's what they're all feeling right now. Because apparently, in literally one day, this game has gone from mediocre to second most played on the Steam store. It's crazy. In one day. Alrighty, so I'm gonna wait here. Wait for him to spawn. That's gonna be probably completely useless. I'm gonna eat a delicious pumpkin pie, because it gives me medium buffs instead of minor, but it's only 8 minutes now instead of 40, which is sad. It's disappointing. And there's the boy Moon Lord. Now, we keep on hitting him, and I thought maybe his health bar would go into segments, but no. Okay, now, I'm not gonna do anything, just pay close attention and watch. You see that? You see that right there? That is going to make everyone's life way worse. So this thing right here, this rock thing, look, completely useless now. I don't need that. I don't need that anymore. I can just fight right over the NPCs now, and it doesn't matter. I'm sure there's a few other things that they edited too, but still, that right there. That's going to make this fight for anybody who's going like through master mode from just a big pain in the first place to a Sans fight real quick. Because that laser is the most devastating attack he has. And if now you can't block it just from some simple blocks, which I mean, if he's basically a god in this universe, it makes sense. But still, if you aren't able to block that anymore, that is just really, really devastating for anybody who's trying to play on master mode, or even expert mode, or some beginners who haven't done this before on classic mode, first starting out. Also, apparently in a certain seed of a world that you put in, because you can put in seeds for worlds now, apparently you can find Cthulhu's legs. You can find Moonlord's legs, apparently, for some reason. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you just find his legs somewhere. It's weird. I think it's like that one seed that's just absolutely broken. Just kind of put all that in there, and there we go. That's about it. There's plenty of other things, like there's also a fedora that the tooltip says tips milady. I wonder where they got that idea from. Also, Skeletron. Just for some weird reason, I had Skeletron in my log when I first opened it already. Skeletron. One of his drops now is Chippy's couch. Hello, Terraria enthusiasts. I mean, for how much he's done for this game, you can't not put something in for Chippy. I mean, come on. You gotta do that for him. But you know, there's also plenty of other people like Chaos and Cheesy Panini and, you know, tons of other bigger YouTube people that do way more on this, and also like the live streamers that did stuff on the day it was released. But, you know, I'm just doing this because why not? Also, it's fun to go find the things and find new things. Like this gemstone tree. You put a gem on an acorn and you grow it on the stone. And it still hasn't grown yet after like an hour of playing on this world for some reason. Maybe this is blocking it? I don't know. Maybe it needs more room. Maybe it just needs more room to grow. There we go. Grow! Grow, will you? Come on. Why the heck won't you grow? But, yeah, okay, enough with the little extra details that they threw in to make the game look way more awesome than it was. Let's get into more of the actual good content they updated and created and all that, as I kind of shimmy across on my basilisk. And here we are. Yeah, I've already played with this character for like 6 hours now, probably, so I have stuff. You'll notice that my weapon is a flaming mace. You can find a regular mace in a chest, I think it was a chest, underground, and they redid the mace and short sword and lots of other things. They redid their the ways they work. So maces, now they work like that, at least for this one that I've seen. And short swords, you can actually point where they go, instead of just they jet out from your pelvis and just kind of just right out there, like just manging them dong, if you will. But yeah, the way they redid the maces I think is pretty cool. So you just hold it and it'll kind of spin around like that. It does half damage. You let go, it just jets out, and then if you click again and hold it, it just falls and it just sits there for as long as you want. So you know, you can just drag your mace around. But also they actually added water mechanics too, so you can, the fire just goes out, at least on this. So this is journey mode. You have to make a new character specifically in journey mode. And then you have to make a journey mode world, which is kind of disappointing if you wanted to use one of your endgame characters, but that doesn't matter because you can basically make it to endgame very easily, very quickly if you want, because Journeys mode, I did not know this until I played it, is basically creative mode now. Which I know there's been mods that people have made, but now it's officially a creative mode thing in here. And it is really nice. So you can make enemies more difficult, from journey mode difficult to master mode difficult. So that's kind of how I'm playing this, is I'm leaving everything at master mode so I can get a feel for how master mode will be, because I want to just play regular master mode, even though it's going to be a very big pain, maybe even worse than Calamity Insanity. But now that school's out, I have plenty of free time, so that's probably, this update, I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of this update. I can assure you that. You can disable and enable the spread of the infection in the biomes when they hit hard mode. So if you don't want them to spread, you can do that, which I'm just leaving on for now because I just don't want corruption to fill, or crimson, whichever one is in this world. I don't want crimson, I think that's what it is. I don't want crimson to fill this world. At least for whenever I get to that point. Personal power menu. You can make the enemy spawn rate nothing. So now nothing will spawn once I kill the things that have already spawned. So yeah, also master mode. Every enemy has even more health and does even more damage. There might be even a higher spawn rate. So it's expert mode on top of itself, basically. But that's about it. I could, you know, when you play it, that's when the adventure begins. But just saying what master mode is, it's basically just expert mode on top of expert mode, you know, which is really cool if you want even more of a challenge. But I already have Calamity mod and I have Death mode on, so I think that's probably pretty close to master mode. And there's also new stuff into it because it's the Calamity mod, but it's still only on 1.3.5.3 because it's going to take a while for them to update that, but I can still play it for now at least. I'm not quite sure if that's going to change, and if so, what'll happen. I hope my character stays. It probably will, help my world stays. It probably will. They might add a few things as well, but I'm not sure. It's so early in the game, too, that I've played that it really doesn't even matter. I still haven't even killed King Slime yet. If you've seen any of my other videos, either I'm really bad at the game, or I'm really bad at the game, or it is Master Mode, not Master Mode, in Insanity Calamity, and I forgot how hard that was going to be. That's how everybody forgot how hard Master Mode was going to be when they thought it was going to be fun. So yeah, you can have enemy spawn rate, you can have it to nothing, you can set it as normal, or what I like doing is putting it up at max and having 10 times the amount of zombies around. Look at all those zombies. Isn't that fun? But then you can also turn on God mode, so, you know, you don't take damage, no knockback. So, just let the zombies come after me, huh? Let the zombie apocalypse happen. You act like I care. Do I care? No, I don't. Yeah, my Finch. Go get him, Finch. You get a little Finch. And when you start journey mode, you get a starter pack of iron tools and a Finch. So I'm just gonna let this horde of zombies follow me around, because why not? As I keep explaining. So you can control the weather now. You can control how much weather there is, from a perfectly clear sky to a monsoon. Which then changes the music. I'm not sure if that's... That's new. It might be rain at night. That music? Because that's new music to me. So it might be at night if it's higher to a monsoon than just a drizzle. That might be what it is. That's oddly satisfying, just taking a mace through that horde of zombies. I'm not sure what it is now. Maybe it's like thunderstorm music, because there's no thunder now. When there was. But so yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna turn that back down to clear skies. No, I didn't want to disable changing the wind. I want to change the wind. So you can have exactly no wind, or you can have it max wind coming from the west, or the east. West, east, west, east. Whoa. That looks pretty trippy on the trees. They just kind of bob in their heads. And then when it hits daytime, there's also new music for windy days, which I think I've already heard that now, but it's fun to hear. It's very cheerful. Let's turn that up. Where's the windy music? No windy music? Okay. I'll just turn that back down. Also, the clouds in the background move with the wind, so that's cool. You can change time, exactly where time is. You can make it go even faster, so... Whee! There goes everything! And look, there's the sun. It's already here. Look at how fast it goes. I'm just gonna put that back to normal, and you can freeze time as well. Change whatever time you want. Boom, put it to noon. Look at that, it's right back at dawn. Look at that, it's the middle of the night again. I like noon. I like high noon. It's high noon, folks. So there's that. I'll just leave time frozen at high noon, because why not? And then this is the actually really main part of journey mode, and the interesting thing. The research and duplication. So, each item can be researched. Like lenses, I still need to research those. When you research enough of them, you unlock that pattern, so you can duplicate it. This is everything that I can create out of will. Any of these things that I want. That's how I have an entire stack of golden worms. And they also have different tabs for you to filter through all of it. That's why I also have 2 whole stacks of gestures arrows and flaming arrows. Oh, you want some bait? Here, take my 999 golden worms. So, like, I mean, it's normal for Minecraft because that's like one of the first things they added with the game. It just feels so unnatural because I'm so used to playing Terraria where I'm fending for my life against these things. And now I'm just sitting here scrolling through, how many stacks of golden worms do I want? While this entire invasion of slimes is just over here. Oh yeah, there's also paper airplanes, which are amazing. They're better when you see them in action. Look at them go! Look at them go! Yep, they float with the wind, and it's truly incredible. But so yeah, when you research enough of something, you can duplicate it, and you can make as many copies of it as you want. So, some exploits can happen right at the start of the game, because you can play it however you want to. So you can do this like I've got, going full god mode. You can have no enemies whatsoever, and you just go around and collect everything. Or you can make it as hard as you want. You can, you know, play it master mode, have all of these enemies spawning, which, I mean, that's a total suicide mission, but you can do it anyways if you want. You can make it master mode and have like twice the amount of enemies come and hit you, and make it like constantly rainy or something. You know, that's totally how you can play. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want. But for me, at least, I'm just leaving it on like default master mode because, you know, I want to get a feel for it, but also I like having infinite items in journey mode. So my character here, let's see if I can find a grave. There he is, Cheesy Beard. This is the true Cheesy Beard, except you don't see his cheesy beard. Let me take this off. Yes, there is the true Cheesy Beard. When I was making the character, I noticed they redid the character creation tab. It works so much nicer than it did before, because instead of having to hit forward on everything until you get the right one, and if you accidentally hit wrong once, you gotta go scroll all the way through. It just brings up tabs of what you want your character to have. So it's a lot easier to locate what you want. Also, they added way more beards, so I can make the true Cheesy Beard here how he must be. But yeah, it's funny because I managed to scrounge up just barely exactly 25 lead bars. And that's exactly how much you need to research them. So I did that, and then I made an infinite amount of lead bars. And then I made everything you can with lead that I can at this point. So now I have everything lead that I can just create out of will as well. You know, things of that nature. So if you have the extractinator and you scrounge up enough silt to duplicate it as much as you want, you have an infinite supply of all the gems and ores and stuff. And then you can research those and have an infinite supply of those as well, at an easier cost. You know, things like that. You can do that, which is quite interesting, because you know, I'm not used to that. Like, I just randomly went fishing for a little bit. I got 2 cans of worms. I figured they would give me worms. So I researched, because I only needed 2, I researched those. Then I can make an infinite amount of canned worms. Each can of worms gives you regular worms, a chance for enchanted night crawlers, and a very rare chance for golden worms. So I just spammed that bad boy until I got enough gold worms to research and then make infinite copies of golden worms. So I did that. And then I realized now you can cook golden creatures. Oh, this one does give you like almost an hour. It gives you 2 Terrarian days worth of major improvements to all of your stats. Awesome. Great gold chemistry pun, haha. Very funny. Funny! Oh, there's my 200th slime. So, yeah, you know, now I can just have as many of these mega buff foods as I want. And they last for 48 minutes. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn this back down, not that. Turn off. Let's put that back at 1, as close as I can to 1, there we go. And now we're back to normal. But so Master Mode will be definitely a challenge to play, but I will enjoy it, because I love a good challenge, especially in this game. Except I don't want to get stuck in a serious jump your cart moment, kind of like what I'm at with the Calamity mod. Except it'll probably be worse. I don't know, just saying, just could be. And, oh, there we go, so, need to research the Demon Eye banner. Like, let's say, there. Now that I've researched the one, now I can go down and make as many as my heart's desire. You know, so, like that. So, you can play the way that I have been playing, just scrounge up stuff to research things, and then just make as many copies of those as you want, and then play like that. Or, you know, you can play it like true Master Mode, but you want to, at the end of the game, be able to, you know, make all these different things and not worry about grabbing. Because what's nice is then you can make buildings without worrying about getting crafting materials. So you don't have to spend 20 minutes scrounging up a bunch of stone. Once you get that 100 stone and whatnot, and you research all of it, you can just make all the stacks of stone you need. Like, let's go to blocks here. You know, you can make all the stacks of stone slabs and gray bricks that you need to build your castle. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. Because, you know, I enjoy building things sometimes, but I don't like spending 2 hours trying to get all the materials for it, and then being like 99% complete, and then I realize, oh, I forgot something. You know? But, yeah. That's about it for what I've found so far. Again, sadly, I can't get the golfer, so I can't go mini golfing right now. I'm very disappointed in that. I want to go mini golfing. But that's one of the big things too. I think there's also different stuff for the Blood Moon as well. I know they added a few more bosses as well. They didn't add anything in the game, really. What's wrong with my Finch here? He's just kind of sitting there. Oh yeah, also graves release ghosts. So if you're playing Master Mode and you keep dying a bunch, you're going to want to break your graves because ghosts will keep spawning. Which will cause you to put more graves down, and yeah, you're just gonna be in a mega jumpier carp situation. Which I'm using the jumpier carp term as a sense of defeat where you can't get yourself back up. So, like in the Calamity Insanity right now, I still keep dying to slimes and zombies every 10 minutes. And I can't get anywhere because I can't kill King Slime. Like that. That's a jumpier carp moment. I'm stuck in a certain position that I can't seem to get myself out of right now for a very, very, very long time. It all started way back when I was playing something. There was a guy named Jumpier Carp 237. In the 6-minute match we played, I killed him once, he killed me 14 times. So I had to keep respawning every 20 seconds. Then we played another match. It lasted twice as long. He did the same exact thing. Yeah, that's basically where it came from. And I thought it was funny that this guy, Jumpier Carp 237, kept killing me over and over and over and over again! To the point where I could barely even play. I wasn't even mad, it was just funny. It was just funny that every time, it's like, oh, somebody shot me through a wall. Oh, I guess it was Jumpier Carp. Oh yeah, it was. I don't need this stinking zombie banner. I don't need this zombie banner. So, yeah, that's about it with the gameplay. There's tons of more things. Like in Master Mode, you get new things from every boss, which is fun, but I haven't done that yet, and I'm not gonna do that. I'll do that later. Maybe not even in a video. I'm just gonna, you know, play the game for fun, because that's what I do this for. Mostly I just record these videos because it gives me an actual chance to do these things for fun. Except now with summer vacation, I'm probably just gonna be playing a lot more just because. But when I had all the schoolwork and, you know, different house stuff to do and exercise and all that I've been trying to work on, you know, I kind of lost time to actually get a chance to play games. Mostly just this, because why not? That's what this channel is for, I guess, now. And, you know, I've been trying to do other things other than video games as well when I do have free time, like do some light reading with the book, or do some drawings. I guess you could say my celebratory item or thing I decided to make was a drawing of a nature scene based on the Hallow in this game for my mom for Mother's Day. But I also kind of had in mind this update. This will be the last thing I make before this big update, and they bring this to a close, I guess. So you could say, you know, lots of other people have built things in the game or done different artworks and posted on whatever. I just made something for my mom on Mother's Day. And I guess you could say that, sure, it goes in hand with, you know, celebration of this. So, yeah, I guess. Because why not? Oh yeah, there's also a lot more flowers. And it makes everything very beautiful. Beautiful! Cue Wario's beautiful sound effect. I'm not going to, because that'll probably just copyright something. I don't know. I stand here upon the sunflowers that wave in the breeze, that sway in the breeze. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So, overall, with this new update, it's absolutely gorgeous. Very entertaining. I really enjoy it. If you couldn't tell, why would I make this video and call it what I did if I absolutely hated it? You know, they've been working on this game for 9 years. Exactly, since it came out, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but you know, roughly 9 years they've been working on this game. And I don't think anybody expected it to get to the point that it is now. For them to spend so much time, effort, and all of that to make it into what it is now. I mean, I surely didn't when I was playing it 5-6 years ago. You know, that was back when they added Duke Fishron, and I was like, what game is this? One of my friends introduced me to this game, and I mean, I enjoyed it as soon as I started. And then I played a little bit with them, and then, you know, I've just been playing it since. I mean, you know, I play both this and Minecraft. But sadly, I only have it on my phone now, and I don't have enough money to get it on PC now. Which is sad. I'm big sad. I can't play the Netherite update. Or Nether update. But, you know, I know some people are like, oh, it just looks like 2D Minecraft, or whatever, but it's not. They have two different game styles. With Minecraft, it's more about exploring your world in a 3D setting and building whatever you want to build. You know, it's not really about a story. It's mostly just kind of what you want to build, you know, which I really enjoy. You know, I've played Minecraft longer than Terraria, I know that. But, you know, Minecraft is about your creativity, what you want to build. In Terraria, it still has some of that aspect in a 2D setting, but it's more about how you build for your journey through the game. Because there's so many different items, enemies, and there's actually more than 2 bosses. You know, I'm not doing a very good job explaining this, am I? I don't know. But, you know, it's just, you know, like, yeah, they kind of have a similar aspect of where you can build things, but they're not the same game, you know? Terraria, it's like, you know, all the adventure, fighting all the bosses, and raising a town, and all that. It's about the glory kills, which there are no glory kills, but it's about the glory of the kills, of defeating bosses. With Minecraft, it's about finding new things around every corner to explore and dig down, explore new worlds or different parts of the world, whatever. Honestly, I have no idea what the Nether is. If it is the underworld of that world, or if it's like a separate planet, or what, I have no idea. But yeah, you know, you can go to the Nether, the end, and then there's the end cities, and, you know, all that. And it's about your creativity, where you want that to go, how you want to build anything you can imagine. You know, because I've seen videos of people making entire Game Boys on Minecraft and playing them. Or humongous cities, not even cities, like Metropolis, that I can't even imagine how long it must have taken. Like, it's just absolutely insane what people build in that game. So, yeah, I mean, I like both. And overall, this is the final major update they're doing, and I think they've really wrapped it up nicely to a close. Because I know they've spent a lot of time and money and effort in the team making this game. So much effort went into this that they probably weren't even expecting. And I mean, this is like one of the only main games they've been working on. So they want to work on something else. And I mean, I understand that, you know. And with this update, instead of adding things new to like end game or make it, you know, oh, we have a completely new biome. No, they didn't do that. They decided to go back to how the game started and reintroduce that into the game in a brighter, more interesting feeling. You know, they didn't really want to add like new things to it now. They wanted to bring it to, like, I mean, what the update's called, the Journey's End. And they wanted to re-envelop everything into what they wanted and how the game started to be. You know, with retexturing all of the different stuff, adding a few new things. They also added a lot of pop culture references, which is pretty funny, which they've done that for a while. It's interesting. It's good. It's funny. But, you know, I've enjoyed this game for a while, and I still enjoy it to this day. And with this update, I really do think that they have made a good close for their game. So, all of the creators, all of the developers, they did a really nice job. Thanks for all the hard work and effort you've put into this game. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll be seeing ya later. Probably for some calamity. But if anybody watches this and say, no, do master mode, then I guess I'll do master mode instead. But anyways, bye-bye.